Great, well now that we've got that foundation in, and I know that probably seems like a long, laborious process if you're actually going through it, we're going to go on to something that's going to move a lot faster, and that's the framing element of the home. No less important. We're going to look at, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go out to the truss plant and see how the trusses and the wall panels are engineered to provide you superior frame. I'm very excited. We're out here today at Bison Truss and Components. We're going to see how the the framing of the home is put together in trusses and panels today. We're actually going to see how they're engineered, how they're assembled in the plant, and then shipped out to the home site where they're put on the foundation to provide the quality home that M Street Home provides to you. And I'm here today with Kevin Kelly. Kevin is a truss designer with Bison, and so we're going to talk a little bit about the trusses and the panels today, and what that's all about. So first of all, there's really two kinds of framing in there, Kevin. There's traditional, what we would call stick framing, or pile of lumber is brought out to a job site, it's cut up by the framer on site.
Yes.
And then you have the panels and trusses, which is what we've elected to do. So tell me, what are the differences, the advantages of working with trusses and panels? With
trusses and panels, you're going to receive an engineered wood product. It's actually engineered by a licensed engineer in the state of Texas.
And that would not be the case with a traditional framing?
That is correct. With traditional framing, you basically just have your framing crew putting up piece by piece. It is not an engineered product.
Okay, great.
So you're going to have that comfort knowing that an engineer has his seal of approval behind your product.
Right. When you get a home plan from M Street Homes, and you're getting ready to build this house per se in your plant, tell me how that all works.
Okay, we'll receive the plans from M Street Homes. We implement those plans into our software, and then from there we double check to make sure all the dimensions are correct. We also have a meeting with M Street Homes to address any issues that the design may bring up.
Okay.
Once that's completed, we basically finish the design and we have it engineered and we have it sealed, and then from there it goes to production.
Okay. And so now production, you got two elements to production. You got the roof trusses, and then we have the wall panels.
Yes.
Okay. So let's take the roof trusses first of all. Tell me about the steps in the building of the roof truss.
Okay. First of all, once the design is complete, it goes to production. We have a production manager who will review it, and then he loads it into the softwares for the saws. At that point, the lumber is gathered and set up at the beginning of the saw. It's fed through the saw. The saw cuts to certain angles and splices, and then from there it's assembled in a stack, and then from that point it goes to production or assembly or fabrication.
Okay. For our customers, this is what a small truss looks like. Yes, a small representation.
Just a small example. And
so you have the part which is considered the roof.
Correct.
Okay. And then this would be the ceiling to the room where the drywall would be applied. And what are these here?
These are engineered gusset plates.
Okay.
If you take a look at one of the gusset plates and flip it over, you'll see that there's a lot of teeth.
I see.
And what these are nailed. These are hammered onto the wood, and then they're roller pressed, smooth, and this. So
it's essentially replaces nails in a traditional frame.
Yes.
And it provides more strength than normal nailing would.
Yes, it would. Yes.
Substantially. Well, that's great. And then we have components in here that provide support.
Correct. We have your webs.
Right. Great.
And it all comes together very nicely.
The other thing that might be of interest to our customers is that we, in using the 2x4s and 2x6s as opposed to the 2x8s, 2x10s, 2x12s, from a standpoint of preserving a natural forest, is a lot better because you can use much younger trees that are replenished more regularly, rather than having to use old timber growth and taking down huge, beautiful trees out of our forests.
A lot of it's through new growth, which is pretty readily available. And again, it's going green, and we're saving the environment by not cutting down old growth.
Yeah, and I've seen that in the process out there. It's very efficient. There's very little waste in the truss and panel process.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Okay. Very little waste.
Now then you have the panels, and the panels are really the walls.
Correct.
Okay, and they're also assembled here at the plant.
Yes, they are.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. Again, the wall panels are designed in our software. All the studs, very top plate and bottom plate, as well as your headers that go in your windows, are all designed in our software. We send that out to production, and it's basically they're putting a piece by piece together. And however, it's in a controlled environment versus traditional framing out in the field, where you really can't see exactly what the framer is doing. Is he putting the pieces together correctly? Is he applying the 2x12 headers according to the correct nailing pattern per that subdivision, per that code, per that county? Here it's in a controlled environment, it's per IRC, and you know you're going to get the correct product. With technology today, with our software today, with our ability to design and build these complex roof systems, components, roof trusses are becoming a thing of the future.
Right. We see that more and more all across the country.
Yes, absolutely.
And Texas seems to be a little slower coming around to that, but it seems to be taking hold now in Texas
yes,
as
and
well.
I'm glad to see it happening.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin, thanks for your time today. Appreciate all the input.
You're welcome.
If you have any more questions about M Street Homes, feel free to contact us at the number on the screen, or go to the Contact Us tab at the website and send us an email, and we'll respond as quickly as possible to any questions you might have. Thanks again.